Hello and welcome to the Tomorrow Show Tonight News at 11, brought to you by IUP TV. I'm your host, Sam. We'll start off tonight with our top story that took place early this morning. Sources have been telling me that the water has been contaminated with fire in Indiana County. A pipeline exploded in the early hours on Water Street. And, hold on, yes? I'm being told that there's some breaking news as the final results of the Kentucky Derby are in. Let's check in with our field reporter.
I'm in a field.
Duly noted. All right, now tell me, what are the highlights of this Derby right now?
Well, right now I'm here live at the Kentucky Derby, and the racers are getting ready to take their positions. You can see that they're all coming up to the starting line. We got Mr. Flagman over here raising up the red flag, and they're about to begin. Okay, let's watch. Oh, okay, we got Rapidash back there. Do you know why they call him Rapidash actually, Sam?
Why would that be, Mike?
Because he's on fire.
Oh, okay. Now, as I understand, the Yeti.
Oh.
The Yeti is the favorite, right?
The Yeti is the favorite. The Yeti is actually an IUP graduate, so a lot of people around here love the Yeti. The Yeti is my personal favorite. I do like Mr. Two-Legged Horse as well, though. He's tough competitor.
Uh-huh.
But this race is taking off. It looks pretty close right now. Let's
who's this? Who's this right here?
This right here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll tell you who this is. This is Mr. Walrus. Don't mistake him for a seal. He's a walrus.
Okay.
A lot of people mistake him for, and
there's our
favorite,
IUP boy,
Mr. Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Yeti's gonna pull this off. I have a gut feeling.
Okay.
Anyways.
Now, as I understand, is this a horse? Is this a horse right here?
It's a little confusing because they appear to be human legs coming out of the horse, but we're going around the first bend.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh.
Mike,
Oh my.
what are the reactions of the fans as they witness that wreck?
We just lost 2 competitors.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that was bad, but they're still going. I guess. Oh my God! And Mr. Yeti brought out his signature arm swing. He's going off. Oh, it's over, folks. It is over. Mr. Yeti is on his way to the front. That arm swing actually propels him, makes him go a little bit faster, and you can see he's coming up to the front.
Now, Mike, that Trojan horse, it's just falling behind. It should just go back to Troy, right?
Probably.
Yes.
It was a very clever joke, Sam. Very clever.
That's what I'm getting paid for.
I figured.
Now, what is going on right now? What is...
Oh, the Trojan horse just fell over. I'm not sure exactly. Oh, we have liftoff.
Houston,
there's
we
not
do.
a problem. Oh, the two-legged horse. Oh, a photo finish. The two-legged horse got it. Just a hair ahead of the Yeti.
Well, thank you, Mike. That was very exciting indeed. Now let's check with Dave with the weather. Oh, I'm getting another message. Yes, I'm being told of some groundbreaking news being taken place at Zinc Hall. Yeah, apparently there's some vigorous synchronized swimming that's taking place. Let's take a look now.
And of course, I, Michael Martone, am here on the spot at this synchronized swimming event in the IUP Zinc swimming pool. Mm-hmm. I'm generally used to seeing more people in synchronized swimming.
Yes. But
she looks like she's pulling it off on her own, you know? Did you see that little kick there? That's actually very, very good form, and this is quite a show, quite a showing right now. She's twirling around right now, and it's mesmerizing.
Mike, I'm glad we have you here at the scene, a former champion synchronized swimmer. I'm glad to see that you're sticking to your roots.
You knew that.
I did.
I feel very, very special because yes, as you mentioned, I am a former synchronized swimming champion. But as I said, I was generally with more people.
Yes. Now,
I can't really falter though. I mean,
how coming from a champion, how is her form?
Her form so far so good. So far it's actually spot on. She's okay. I didn't know if we needed someone to go get her for a minute because it scared me just a second. But you know, she picked right back up. It was a little sloppy for a second, but she's doing much, much better.
Now,
right
for our viewers out there are lifeguards on hand, right?
There really, really should be, because if not, it's just not safe.
Yeah,
But let's go back to you, Sam. Let's take it back.
All right. Well, thank you. Well, maybe now we can check the weather with Dave. I'm sorry, folks. Yes. 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 No. 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 Yes. Yes. Okay. Never mind. There is some more breaking news brought to you by IUP. It's by the IUP equestrian team. They are currently performing a new yoga trend. Okay, it's up at the Oak Grove called horse yoga. Let's take a look with Michael Martone.
And yeah, that weather is indeed going to have to wait, Sam, because why on earth would we ever pass up an opportunity to watch something as magnificent as horse yoga? Yes. Especially right here in IUP's Oak Grove. Obviously, I'm going to be here. I've heard about it, seen it a little on the internet, but in person, it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a little awe-inspiring. I'm starting to tear up, actually.
Yes, I'm sure our viewers out there too are just astounded by the dedication of this young horse and this man.
You know, this actually has a very, very, very big following. A lot of people love it. A lot of people say that it's how centaurs are made sometimes, I've heard. But it's just supposed to be a very spiritual process for both the horse and the human. They become one, so to speak. It's just a very calming process for them together.
Well, maybe if that two-legged horse, you know, if that two-legged horse would have, not the two-legged horse, the one that propelled up, if that would have done some more horse yoga, maybe it would have won. Maybe.
Possibly. Possibly. That's a strong possibility for that, actually, because horse yoga, you know, it's just powerful. It's powerful stuff.
It really is. Like you can tell, they're both very concentrated. What's Sam, this? What is this move?
Are you seeing this right now?
What is this called?
Are you seeing this?
Yes.
This move. No, don't tell me. Do not tell me. Look. Watch, Sam. Watch very, very closely. Okay. Oh, here. There it is. Oh my God. The horse stand. I am just awestruck right now, folks. That was absolutely incredible. I've seen that. Let's go back. Go ahead, Sam.
Thank you, Mike. Well, that was very, very good. But let's take a short break with this local PSA brought to you by Cinnamon Toast Crunch. The taste you can see.
Thanks, Bill. In this modern age of ours, we are privileged to have many creature comforts allotted by science and technology. Comforts like the icebox, penicillin, and atomic power. But there's one creature that isn't comfortable at all. That's right. It's the familiar roar of Godzilla, the king of the monsters.
Oh, mister, I'm scared.
Whoa there. Chin up, little one. Godzilla may be able to lay waste to thousands within seconds, but you don't have to fear. Survival is possible, and really quite simple. This is Godzilla, an amphibious reptile bestowed with the power of the atom. At over 350 feet tall, Godzilla is no pixie, and its formidable strength and insatiable appetite for destruction means we must always be ready for danger. Tidal waves generally mark the first arrival of Godzilla, so if you live by the sea, you'll need to be prepared. A snorkel, fins, and float bags are a surefire way to stay out of harm's way. Godzilla's arrival all but guarantees the complete destruction of your city, so you'll need to be prepared for debris. But before you say, gee, I think it's time to skip town, remember this. Deserting your city means Godzilla has already won and makes you a communist. You aren't a communist, right? Right? Good. I didn't think so. Now let's practice what to do if you find yourself surrounded by falling buildings. Now, Timmy, ducking and covering is how you survive the bomb. You need a more effective plan that will protect at all costs. Get a pillow. It's like they always say, a pillow on your back is the best plan of attack. Now that you're ready for debris, you'll need to prepare for Godzilla's greatest strength and deadliest asset, his atomic blast. Observe the atomic core. This seemingly infinite well of energy powers a super-concentrated beam of nuclear radiation. And although it looks like candy, it can burn you very badly, much like a sunburn, but more dead. Sun paste is the best defense in the event of an attack. Also, wear a hat. It will keep your brain from boiling. Timmy is prepared. He knows what to do in the event of a Godzilla attack, and that could mean the difference between life and death. Just remember your training and always be prepared.
Thank you, CT Crunch, for that very helpful PSA. Our next story, we would like to take a look at one of the greatest sports that has ever been in the Olympics, speed walking. Let's take a look.
And you are dead on with that fact, Sam. It truly is arguably the greatest sport to ever grace the Olympics. Speed walking, pure intensity, okay? Pure intensity. No running allowed. That would just be, that would be absolutely, that would actually get you kicked off of the track.
Now, Mike, for the viewers out there, tell us the rules of speed walking. Like, what is it? What is the difference between a speed walk and a run?
Oh, well, running is very, 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 very frowned upon. If 2 feet leave the ground at the same time, you're disqualified. No questions asked. You are out because 1 foot must be touching for it to be considered a walk. Okay? It's a very good question, Sam. I appreciate you asking the questions, especially for our viewers at home.
Now, Mike, there's somebody from IUP, I understand, here in this race right now.
There is actually. She's actually in second place right here. You can see it looks like she's catching up right now. I hope she overtakes the first place.
If I'm not mistaken, her name is Shaniqua?
Shaniqua, yeah.
Oh, no, Megan, right? Okay.
Are you sure?
Yes, I read the wrong name. It's Megan.
I trust you, Sam. That must be Megan. And you know, Megan is actually one of the better speed walkers to come out of IUP.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, look at her. She's trailing a little bit, but
coming around that bend.
Do you see that around that bend? She looks like she's sparked a little.
Now, is that guy allowed to run? Is he allowed to run?
This guy, yeah. This guy is actually kind of the referee.
Okay.
Running is allowed for him. That's completely fine. But you know, this is actually the most intense part of this race. There's about 5 laps left.
Yes, and I've heard that those are the most intense laps.
Well, you've heard correctly because those are actually the most intense laps of the entire thing.
Yes.
But let's send it back to you, Sam.
Let's send it back to me. Okay. Well, coming back now, I have a couple more news stories for you guys. So a recent investigation has, it reveals that the small town girl from the song "Don't Stop Believing" has been missing since 1981. I guess taking a midnight train going anywhere isn't such a good idea. But one more thing, I'm being told now that we know what the fox says. It is indeed "wa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pow." So that ends that discussion, I guess. So we now know what he has to offer. And Justin Bieber was he's been accused of attempted robbery, excuse me. He took a little girl's phone because he took pictures of him and his entourage and started yelling. The girl started crying, and I guess she's not really a believer anymore. I don't know, I'd bet that. And one more story for you guys. Jeremy Wade from the TV show River Monsters finally caught something he couldn't handle. Mr. Wade got his finger bit off by Goliath tigerfish in the Congo River Basin. Mr. Wade has now discovered that he can no longer pick his nose in peace and that a fish named the Goliath tigerfish might actually be a little bit dangerous. I don't know. Well, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Sam, and this is the Tomorrow Show Tonight News, and we're on Channel 39. Have a good evening, IUP, and stay classy.